For tuning in to That Damn K podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special co-host, Mrs. Parker, the founder
What's
of
up?
PAP.
What's up? Hello, everybody.
Okay. And we're going to jump right into news you can use. And we're going to let Miss Pap discuss everything that she has going on with her organization.
What's up? Thanks for having me on. I'm Miss Parker, and I'm the founder of Parents Against Predators. Parents Against Predators is a nonprofit organization spread awareness about child abuse, missing children, murdered children, human trafficking, bullying, you name it. That's what I do. We have a big event coming up next. May the 11th is a brunch with Parents Against Predators, Mothers of Murdered Children, and I'm partnering with Bombshell. So it's May the 11th. You can get all the information from Sonia and Parker, Parents Against Predators on Facebook.
All right. So make sure y'all tune into that. Check that out because it's very important. We know that a lot happens with adults, with kids. Ladies, be careful who you bring around your kids, no
Exactly.
matter if they sons or if they daughters. Because even though my daughter is 18 years old, if my daughter at home, ain't no nigga coming over there.
Exactly.
Sorry. You not coming. I treat my child just like if she was an infant. You gotta come
Yes.
over when she gone and when she sleep. But you ain't coming over my house. Like, no, this not happening. Too close comfort. Okay. So now we're gonna get into some more news you can use. We're gonna talk about this Texas border, honey. Because Abby say, I'm not taking down the barbed wire. I'm not taking them down.
I want to touch on that because you have mothers and babies trying to come in the United States. My opinion on it, I don't feel like nothing wrong with the immigration people, the immigrants trying to come over here for a better life. Because I have three grandkids that I adopt. They're Hispanic, they grandmother from Mexico. And it's hard over there. And we're dealing with immigration kids that's coming over here from young age to older age, and they're being gang raped just to come over here to survive. So I have a problem with that. I think they should take the wall down to everybody else over here.
That is a good point. Cause baby, what's the governor? DeSantos. Baby, DeSantos has sent the National Guard to come help. Is they trying to create a civil war? Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. Because Texas should not be the only place that they come
I
into.
agree.
I do feel like something definitely needs to happen. I just don't know what. I'm not a political type of person. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like I do agree that something needs to happen with the border. I do, but I don't know if the way they going about it is the way. But I do know something needs
And
to
it need to
happen.
happen quick because I think a week ago we had a mother and two kids drown in the water in El Paso, and the guards stood there because
How
they
they
couldn't.
trying to come
They trying to
across the
cross.
water?
Yeah,
Oh,
they drowned. And a lot of people okay with this. A lot of people really okay with this. People look like us too, okay with this. They think they coming over here to get welfare and get free stuff, but who ain't?
hmm.
You got everybody on welfare and housing and getting free stuff, and I just think it's unfair, and I think it's hard, and I think you got to be a heartless person. And I'm tearing up because anytime I talk about stuff like this with kids and dying, like it's hard for me.
Mhm.
But you got to be a heartless person to think that's okay for kids to live in cages and kids to be separated from their mom or their dad, and everybody laughing at it like it's a joke. We'll send them back or this, that, and that. And so many kids have been lost in the system from this incident right here.
Yeah, that's real sad. Well, hopefully they can get it together. I don't want
Hope
no
so.
war to happen, but baby, Abbott say, fuck that shit. Biden talking about these motherfuckers ain't coming in Texas.
And he's shipping them off every single day to California.
He not playing, honey. He got other governors. This is why I'm gonna say this. It's kind of like contradicting because I ain't finna lie. Like I voted once in my 40 fucking years, one time. But I am understanding the importance though of voting for your governors and your senators and all of that because I did not realize that by you being a governor, like you can kind of like overturn what Congress and shit. You don't necessarily have to abide by what they say
He's
because
supposed
Abbott is
to, but
not.
Abbott not. He's supposed to, but he do what he want to do. So
He not.
I got one thing to say to anybody think this okay, comma. That's it.
And the fact that he got other governors, like the fact that like what the hell the National Guard got to do? I just feel like this about to be some shit. I do. And all I know is when the motherfucking shit hit the fan, if it start fucking with stocks and shit like that, I need to get my money together because they always say like when bad shit happens, it affects the stock market, and I need to get in it because I missed out on the Bitcoin. I ain't missing out on nothing else big. Sorry. All right. So let's talk about some celebrity gossip.
Nelly and Ashanti. I swear, everybody in Nelly and Ashanti business, like, let them be happy. Like, everybody worry about what Nelly did in the past, what she did in the past. Sometimes it takes for separation. Me being married a long time, sometimes it take a separation. And then if it's meant them two people gonna come back together, and they came back together and they happy, and I'm happy for them.
I ain't never spent the block. I ain't never did it.
Several blocks. Block, street corners, hood corners.
Because in my mind, I'm going off because I'm a very loving, like I love love. I'm one of those hopeless romantic types. So if you can get me, of all people, to be all like, fuck you forever, like you had to really do some shit to me, and I'm not gonna ever forget the feeling that you made me feel. So therefore, I'm not spinning the block. I don't give a damn if it's been 10, 15, 20 years. Nigga, fuck you. Because I remember how you treated me.
You saying that now. You saying that now.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think Nelly did nothing that bad. I don't think she did nothing that bad. They went on and they dated other people. They slept with other people. Not they are together. So they won. They won. They having a baby. They good. They happy. No,
she having a baby at 40 something. I could never have a baby at 40 something.
What does that have to do with it?
Bitch is old. Like by the time she's 60, her child 20. You gonna be the grandma mama at the damn graduation.
I'm 58, and if I want to have one, I have one.
Child, please.
Let them be happy.
My daughter 18. I'm not having another one at fucking 40. How old is she gonna be 45 with an infant or two or like
the Brad wife that old, right?
And she and her dad, they don't 50. You gonna be damn near one foot in the grave when your child graduates. Like
they happy.
I guess to each thing on, but I'm not having no kids. That's a wrap for me. I ain't having no more babies. I done got fixed and everything. And there's some whole shit that I'm finna say, but I'm letting you know now. If I was to ever get pregnant, I'm aborting, and I'm not telling the nigga because more than likely he gonna want me to keep that little motherfucker, and I don't want it.
You can get you a plan B after every encounter.
Shit. I don't like fucking without a condom. I don't want no babies, and I don't want to have to take pills for the rest of my life. So you earn it. Or you gonna send me some paperwork that's saying that you good to go. They got syphilis running around. I don't want that shit either.
Especially in Houston. Ooh.
And then I read a little comment where a nigga, he had to be young, like 20 something. He on time we don't use condoms. We raw dogging.
Oh yeah, the young people they don't.
Baby, listen. I ain't fucking with it. Well, that was the news that y'all can use. We have us a special guest, twin, the rich auntie,
Yeah.
touched by twin earrings. She will be up next, so stay tuned, y'all. Thanks, y'all, for still tuning in. We have our special guest here, the rich auntie on
Hey.
Instagram, twin. Give us a little background about you, Miss Twin.
Okay, so I am a twin, identical. I have a twin sister. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I was born actually in Compton, California, raised in East Texas and California. So I have a little bit of that, California swag and also that deep rooted down south hospitality from East Texas. So I have like the best of both worlds.
How did you like living in Cali? Because I lived in Cali, but I lived in Hemet and Temecula. Have you ever
I
heard of
used to
them?
live in Hemet too.
You
I
did?
did. Oh, Alessandro. Yes, I stayed in Hemet. That's so crazy. I moved to Hemet because like LA was too much and I wanted something cheaper and I moved to Hemet. That's like okay, yeah, that's
I
crazy.
did because I live because I used to go to the FIDM, the Fashion Institute of Design and
Yep,
Merchandising.
I know
I
exactly where
went
you're
there
talking
in my
about.
early 20s. I did. I did not like Cali. I
No,
couldn't get with the
I
but
like the vibe of Cali, but as far as like the cost of living is so high and
it
it's so
is
overrated, because the Hollywood is out there and the mountains, like you get four seasons in one city. You get the
true.
mountains with the snow, you get the hot weather, you get the cool weather, you get everything in California. So
Yeah, Cali. I didn't like the men in
you don't
California.
like gangsters? What?
What? Okay, so by me living in Hemet, I didn't really get that.
Oh no,
You know what
no.
I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then even when I was at school in LA, I still didn't get that because I didn't have no friends that was like in the hood. Cause I'm from the hood, so I like the slums and I like to go
Right,
to the
right,
ghetto because
right.
I'm familiar with that. That's
With the
my
ghetto.
comfort zone. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, exactly.
So now my baby daddy, that's how I met him. But he originally from Alabama. So when I saw this black ass nigga, tall, gold
Oh
teeth,
shit.
I was like, yes.
Wait, he was in California,
but he,
but he was from
he was from
Alabama.
Alabama, but he lived
But see, you
in
fell in
Cali.
love with the country boy, not the California
Yeah,
gangster. You
I
fell in
did.
love with the country boy because he from Alabama, so his demeanor was already
Yeah, what I
yeah,
was familiar with.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So how was your dating experience in Cali?
California, I'm not gonna lie, like most of the guys and my friends, like they're more real than anybody in Texas because they just keep it real, they gangsta. But the only thing about them is that they're not the marrying type. When you meet guys from the South, they want to marry you, they want to have kids with you, they just expect the most from you.
Mm-hmm.
But you have real friends in California. So, they want to be able to just hang with you and things like that, but not really marry you. They just like, okay, you my friend to the end. But as far as like the country, of course they have different morals from the country where they want to get married and have
Mm-hmm.
kids and that's instilled in them. So,
So
yeah.
in Cali, they just like we gonna
It's
fuck.
party, yeah. Yeah, they just want to fuck and have fun, get their dick sucked, some typical shit like.
Oh, okay. So clearly, I ain't missed much by fucking with a nigga from Cali. I
No.
okay.
No.
I didn't miss much at all.
Right.
I wanted one though. I wanted a Swats. Ain't that what it's called?
What's Watts?
Watts
Oh, Watts. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Grape
or the
Street.
Bay.
Yeah, like the Bay is like more up north, but Watts, Compton, that's like the same vicinity. That's like Houston and Katy. It's like almost the same thing, but of course it's a different area. So I did go to school I went to Jordan High School, and that school was actually on Menace to Society. If you remember the beginning of the movie, they were showing like a bird's eye view of like it was a long time
It's been a
ago.
minute. Look, it's been a
But
minute
they
since I
showed
watched
Jordan
Menace.
High School, and that's the school that I went to. And it was a lot of fun, but it was really crazy because we had to walk through the Jordan Downs, which is like the projects. And they also filmed that. The Menace to Society was also filmed in the Jordan Downs also. So me and my sister, we're twins. We used to walk through the Jordan Downs, and they would like try and talk to us. And if we said no, they would like throw stuff at us. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
It's the Jordan Downs, the episode of Menace to Society where
he was getting beat up
with the
yep.
grandparents.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep, that's the Jordan Downs. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yep, like near Grape Street. I don't know if you ever heard of Grape Street, and yeah, that's like a gang
Yeah, I was
territory.
I was super young when I lived in Cali too. I ain't had no kids. I got pregnant in Cali.
What?
You know how I got pregnant?
How? I want to know. I mean, like,
I got pregnant that last fuck before y'all break up.
so it was like, I'm mad
was,
at you. We gonna have sex to kind of.
It was like we finna break up. So let's fuck one last time. That nigga had never nutted in me ever.
And that last nut, you ended up getting pregnant.
Got pregnant from this motherfucker.
Are y'all still together, or did y'all break up?
I moved. I moved. Let me say, I was in California when I got pregnant. I left when I was 6 months. Okay. I had about he taught me how to drive a stick though, so I appreciate him for that.
I could learn.
I had about a Nissan Sentra.
Oh man, those are real
stick
hot back
shift.
then. Yeah.
When I tell you I was 6 months pregnant and I drove 18 hours straight till I got to Oklahoma, I went to sleep and I drove the rest of the way to St. Louis. 27 hours I drove by myself pregnant to get the fuck away from him.
I don't blame you. Like, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, like the situation. But you didn't know you was pregnant at that time?
I know, I knew.
You knew you was pregnant, okay.
I knew. He knew too. He knew he got me pregnant, and how I knew I should have realized. Because I remember this shit like it was yesterday.
Your emotions, I know your emotions was going crazy because when you got the baby inside you, you just know.
I was on top. What even made it worse? But the nigga flipped me off when he nutted in me. He was all like,
"What?"
Yeah.
That sounds freaky. Like, I like that type of shit.
I do. Don't get me wrong. But when he did it, it's like
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. Like, fuck you. Like, now you got to have my baby forever.
Yeah, bitch, you tied to me forever.
Forever. That's kind of fucked up.
But the karma is, like, his daughter don't fuck with him, though. He was missing for too long.
But do your daughter want to fuck with him?
Like, she don't. She told him. So I was never the baby mama to where like I'm gonna keep you away from your child. Like I ain't with that bullshit, and I'm not finna put you on child support because I'm not finna make you pay for something. I'm not finna make you take care of your child. You either gonna do it, nigga, or you ain't.
Right.
I'm gonna let life deal with you. So yeah, I didn't do none of that. He told me that if I didn't want to have nothing to do with him, he didn't want to have nothing to do with her. And that nigga stood on that shit 10 toes down. He meant it. I
mean, but the bottom line is that you still have to deal with him because you got a baby by him now. So
I haven't had to deal with that nigga in a very, very long time. So like when he did kind of like reach out to me and shit like that, I gave him our daughter number. Like, you can call, you can have your own relationship. You don't need to call me to talk to her. I don't need to talk to you. Yeah. Your relationship you need to build is with her.
Right.
But he didn't like really act on it. So by the time he wanted to, my daughter, like when he called her, my daughter was all like, I don't want to have a relationship.
She don't have
with you.
Nothing to do with
I don't
him.
really want. You don't have to call me.
And that's the karma that's biting him in the butt now. So.
Yeah. So when I went viral, he ended up calling. That's how I knew I really was fucking viral. When I ain't heard from you in years.
Right.
And when he called me, he was like trying to like ask me about her and shit like that. I'm all like, what shit? You got the number. He got like, what shit? She told me she didn't want to have nothing to do with me. I'm all like, what shit? Who fucking fault is that? I gave you the opportunity, nigga. You didn't.
Right.
So, yeah.
It is what it is. So.
That much it is. So, Touched by Twin earrings. How did that start?
Well, I got the love for bamboo earrings in California and Los Angeles because that's where they originated. Well, I'm not going to say that's where it originated because, of course, New York City is where they originated. You know, back in the 80s, they called them door knockers. And I just had a love for earrings. Like, I just love earrings. And so I would follow someone who actually was making earrings with the name on it. And I was like, you know what? I can do that too. You know, so I just started making earrings and putting the name, and I used like a Cricut machine, and I used the cardstock. Some people use cardstock to make the earrings, and then some people they actually use acrylic. But that Glowforge machine is probably like $4,000 or $5,000, and I couldn't afford it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just use the Cricut machine and just use the cardstock to make the earrings. And so with that, I started making earrings, and so I've caught the eye of different, actors and rappers and singers and things like that. Like I have a long list of people who I've actually made earrings for. Just Brittany is one of them.
Okay.
So I made some earrings, and I saw her in the club, and I actually presented the earrings to her, and she was like, "These are really nice." So she ended up wearing the earrings, and she took some professional pictures, and she sent it to me, and she was like, "Well, you know what? These earrings are actually for." I'm going to have a pool party. So she was like, these earrings are just something that's going to promote my pool party. So when I looked, I was like, oh my gosh, she took the pictures professionally. And then there was a pool party in Atlanta. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go to Atlanta because she did that for me by taking the pictures of my earrings. And so she was like, well, I need some more earrings. So I ended up making some earrings for her that say Just Brittany. She told me she was wearing lime green. So I made some lime green earrings for her. And I was really excited because that was like my first time actually making earrings for somebody really big. Then I made some earrings for Erica Banks and also a social media influencer. Her name is Maria Ferreira.
Okay.
She's actually someone who actually promotes 90s music. And she went viral just by playing old school, mostly California, like rap and hip hop. And she like sings songs to them. And so I made earrings for her. A lot of other different people that I made earrings for. But I'm really excited that it went further than I really anticipated. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So, you know a few celebrities then.
I
Of,
do.
of somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Have you dated any?
I have. Yes,
Ooh,
I've
baby.
dated. I mean, like, if I can tell you the people that I know and who I dated, it would probably be like a Corinne Steffens tell all book. But I definitely don't want to put any names like that out there because I am friends with them. So it's not like I'm trying to rat them out or tell,
Yeah.
about them or whatever. But a really good friend of mine was AJ Johnson, and he was Ezel from Friday. I actually met him when I was in California, and I was walking down the street on Crenshaw Boulevard, and I was actually in front of the liquor bank. So the liquor bank is a liquor store that actually was in Baby Boy. I don't know if you remember when Tyrese was like getting punked on his bike, and he went in there. Yeah, so I met Tom, not Tyrese. So I know Tyrese too, but I ended up meeting AJ Johnson. I was walking down the street, and he was like in a green glitter like drop top 5.0, the old 5.0s.
Yeah.
And he pulled over and like stopped me and was like, where you going? I'm like, I'm just walking to the store. And we started hanging out ever since then, and we became really, really close friends. So
Did you know him during Friday time?
yeah, he had already made the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we were
okay.
hanging out and we were close friends. And I'm the type of person to where I'm gonna treat you like a human being. Like I'm not a groupie. Like we'll argue on the phone. I'm gonna hang up in your face. I'm gonna block you. I'm not gonna just be like, oh, you such and such. No, like I'm gonna treat you like a regular person.
Yeah.
So we established a really good friendship. May he rest in peace. It was a lot going on with him, and a lot of issues and problems that I know about. That's a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what was going on with him, but we kept in contact and talked to each other, and I would just kind of be his support system to tell him that everything will be okay, to just keep your head up. But when I got the news about him passing, it really hurt my heart. A lot of people called me and was like, your friend, he passed away. And I was like, what? And when I heard about it, I was so sad because I would try and call him and he wouldn't answer the phone. But I don't really know exactly what happened to him. Just, of course, you hear news and things like that, but you just don't know exactly what happened. So I just was sad what happened to him because he was really a good friend of mine.
Is that the only like person that that died that you was kind of like familiar with?
No, actually, I was good friends with Badass. He actually rapped with Superfly and Daz Dillinger, with the Dog Pound, and we used to hang out all the time. And I remember that when I was hanging out with him, it was the same night that Tupac got shot. And we were at the Doubletree Hotel hanging out with them. And we used to go to this spot called the Headquarters. And the Headquarters was where everybody hung out. Snoop Dogg Uncle, Superfly, Daz Dillinger, Badass. I never really seen Corrupt because Corrupt was always doing his own thing somewhere else. So Corrupt wasn't really around. But that night, we were all hanging out. But the next morning, I remember they were just in a scramble. And they were upset. And they were just like, just talking to themselves. I'm like, me and my friend was there, and we're like, well, what's going on? They was like, oh, man, just meet us at Headquarters. We need to go back to Headquarters, and we don't know what's going on. So when we got back to Headquarters, we found out that that's when Tupac got shot. And I remember because my friend ended up getting she got an autograph, and it was the same date. It was like September 7th. It was the same date that Tupac got shot. And I remember I held on to that for the longest. I don't know where it's at now, but I remember I held on to that autograph.
You lose that.
Yeah, so it's very monumental, and just something that I think about all the time because I probably would have met Tupac that night, but he was in Vegas watching the fight.
Yeah.
And that's when he got shot. Of course, he didn't die that night. It was like 7 days later, but he got shot that night, and we were just really taken back by it because we didn't know if he was going to die or not, but we was there to help support them. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay. So by you knowing like Badass, did he ever like
Yeah, I knew him. I knew him like, sexually. And so he told me like I would give him head and stuff like that. So he told me, he was like, I'm going to say your name in a rap. And I was like, yeah, right. So I was just like, just whatever, just kind of brushed it off like, yeah, you're not going to do that. He was like, no, I'm going to do it. So on the song called The Shit While You Fuck With Me, it's on Badass Word on the Streets. He actually said my name in a rap.
off your head, bitch?
Oh my God. Huh?
You got mentioned off your head.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I guess I give head so good.
Wait
He
a
was
minute.
like,
So how you give it? Because the only reason why I asked because
oh my God.
when I give head, I don't. So do you give head to make a nigga come? Like, is that your MO?
I mean,
to
why would you do
Because
what?
I don't. That's not my MO.
So when you give head, you're not giving head to make him come?
I'm only giving head to turn him on to get that dick hard.
So
If
it's
you
kinda like
come,
a
you
pre-
come. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go on and just like, I have a long tongue, so.
Yeah, you do. Oh my God.
So I have a long tongue, so I use the tongue to, kind of make them feel good, and then So, but I don't know the effect that I'll have on people until they start doing crazy stuff, and I'll be like, dang, I should have never gave them a tongue.
What I mean? So like, what's the crazy? Well, I don't. That's not my MO of giving head. I just do it just to.
Like
get
a
it hard.
warm up.
Yeah, it's just a warm up
like,
for
okay,
me.
I'm done, and let me get up and.
Because I be hating when dudes be all like, I only had one girl that made me come off head with. You better keep her, because that's not my MO.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want them problems because when you do make them come from your tongue and giving them head, it's problems that come with that, you know. So it's like, wait a minute, I'm not your girlfriend. Why are you treating me like asking me questions like I'm your girlfriend? Like, no, don't do that because no, you know. So I don't know.
Do you have like a special trick or something that you do? Or is it just because like your tongue? Because I try to utilize my little small ass tongue.
Well, it is a muscle. So it's like if you just keep using your muscle, it's going to expand, it's going to grow, it's going to go strong. Just like if you lifting weights, your tongue is a muscle. Just keep using it and just keep stretching it. Like, it'll get longer. You can be able to work it how you want to work it. So
I don't think I can make my shit grow. I'll be trying.
it's already long though.
And I ain't.
Yeah.
My shit not that long.
It can be if you just work it and make it, just use it more often. And you never know, like, come on, like, you just might meet the man of your dreams just, using your tongue because the other woman won't do it.
I use it, like, don't get me wrong, like, I know how to, like, massage it, or, like, when I take it down my throat, like, I know how to, like, like how you swallow, like how you can, like, clench, like, make your throat tighter.
Oh.
I can do that a little bit.
Kind of like Kegels with your pussy.
Yeah.
But with your mouth. Oh, okay. Well, you might have to teach me something. Because I didn't know you can do Kegels with your mouth.
Yeah, like, when it's down there, like, like how you try to act like you trying to swallow or something like that.
You talking about like with the tonsils, how you can make them like tighten up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about that.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What?
Yeah.
Cause see, like when I wanna give like good head or something like that, like I ask for a jack off video because I want to see, That's
so
like
you
my
asked
learning.
a guy for a jack off video.
Yeah,
that
like,
way you could learn.
Yeah, it give me like pointers of like what he like what makes him come. Like how I'm supposed to like work the shaft and shit like that.
Yeah, and if you just get like a dildo and just kind of like, cause me like if you don't have a gag reflex, like if you can just stick it in the back of your throat and not like choke on it, yeah, like they like that, like spit on it, choke on it.
I do that.
Make noises,
I moan
sounds.
on it.
Yeah, moan on it. Yeah, they like that. Like make noise, just pretend like you dying, girl. Just. Tears coming out your eyes. They like, man, she really working for this and that. Like, you damn right. Like, I want that shit. I want to swallow it.
All right. So, do you have anything coming up that you want to promote for the people?
Yeah. So, actually, I have a movie coming up. I'm in the movie called Bars with Just Brittany. I think Scarface was supposed to have been in it, but he's not in it. And I think Anthony Anderson. Some other people are in this movie called Bars. I know the movie premiere is coming up in May. Mm-hmm. I think that's about it. I also sell hair growth oil. I have hair growth oil. Of course, I'm doing earrings. I kind of stopped doing earrings a little bit because... Well, the earrings, it take a little bit more money to actually produce. And I'm spending more money making the earrings than I am selling them.
Okay.
So, like, if I do go forward with any type of product, it'll definitely be the hair growth oil. So, okay. I'm doing that. So
how can people get the hair growth oil?
Well, actually, they can either go on my page, The Rich Auntie, or they can go on 20.touch. They can DM me. I do have a website as well. So the website, it is through Wix. Or you can go to like www.touchmytwinearrings.com.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all go get y'all some earrings. Check out the movie. What was the name of the movie again?
It's called Bars.
It's on Tubi?
It's going to be on Tubi. Yeah.
Or Prime?
Tubi.
Okay, Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi. Mm-hmm.
All right. Check out The Rich Auntie, y'all. Twin. Get them earrings. Get that hair growth. Get all that good stuff. Stay tuned. We got Confess with the Mess coming up next.
Thanks, y'all, for still tuning in to That Damn K podcast. Now it's time for Confess the Mess. And today we're going to talk about the fact that I don't know how my daughter is gay, right? And I don't know. I'm worried about not having grandkids because she's gay. And I want them, but I don't know if I'm going to have them. And I'm not really sure like how I feel about that. Because she's like the boy type. And when I asked her, because I have brought this up to my daughter to ask her, she was all like, she don't know. Because I'm all like, you can't have a baby without a man. You need some sperm. So it's like, are you going to carry it? Or if you have a girlfriend, is she going to, like,
So
the dynamic of it, I'm worried I'm not going to have grandkids.
when you asked her, what did she say about that part?
She was all like, she didn't know yet. And granted, like, she probably don't. She only 18, so she probably don't. But I have to admit, like, it does play in the back of my mind, like, damn, would I ever be a grandmother? Like, because I would want the baby to have her blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because yeah, so
That's a tough, that's a hard, that's a hard, oh
So-
my God.
that's the touch. You keep going.
That's a touchy situation.
What about IVF?
IVF?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that, but I don't know if she don't know if she wants to carry it. So then it's still like, is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not her egg, then it's not her baby. To me, it don't come from me. I want the baby to come have my DNA in it. Yeah, so I don't.
What about the eggs being
Yeah.
saved?
She can save them. I hope that's what she'll do, but I don't know.
I have nieces too that's studs, and that's something that was brought up by their mom, and it was kind of emotional for my niece because she don't want no type of dealings with a man, period. So that's why I was asking, how did she feel about that? How did she feel when you asked her? So I'm really speechless. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, I hope she do. I could see in my mind, I actually thought like her being gay was like a phase.
Mhm.
And the only reason why I said that is because she liked Chris Brown. So like if you like Chris
Yeah.
Brown, then I just
It's
feel like
kinda boys.
I just feel like she haven't ran across the right boy.
And you gotta remember she 18, so she's still
True.
young.
Yeah.
And I see that every day in the field we work in. You have these girls want to be boys, and then you next thing you know they have babies or they got boyfriends later on. So I think you should just pray on it and just let it
Yeah,
flow.
I'm gonna let it play out. Cause she hasn't. She never been with a boy. She never been with a boy. Cause when she was in middle school, cause I knew she was turning like, I don't think she finna like boy. Like, I peeped it. I peeped it, so I was waiting on her to come out and tell me, and she did, and I was cool with it. Like, I love her nonetheless. Cause at the end of the day, you gotta suck that bitch pussy. I don't.
Do you think it's just a generational thing that's going on?
Yeah, I do. I think it's
Or
a
You think it's a
generation.
generational thing?
Or phase or fashion?
I think it's a generation thing going on because I see it every day in the field I work. You got one person acting like a boy, and then when they hang around the other group, all them acting like they want to be gay. And I think it's just a copycat thing right now because real studs don't mess with men. They don't mess with men at all.
Cause they think they are one.
That's another
Why?
thing.
Fuck. How the hell you gonna put on a strap on and be moaning when the motherfucker suck it? But you don't feel that. Shut up.
That's another subject.
The hell?
Oh my God.
I like girls, but you not finna fuck me with no plastic dick. What? Might as well go get a man. The hell? And they be offended when you call them a girl. Use a
Yeah,
girl,
they do.
bitch.
They do.
Like,
I know.
you have a period, you're a girl. Sorry. Just like I'm sorry that I don't know if I'm gonna have any grandkids.
Let it flow. Pray on it.
I hope she do. I want her to, but nevertheless, like I want her to be her. I want her to be able to express herself however she feels, because like that has to take a lot of courage for,
Mhm.
especially like even if you're a man or even if, but especially like for men that's gay, like that has to,
Yeah.
like that takes a lot of courage to come out and just live unapologetically yourself. Like that's not an easy, it's not an easy task. So I just want to applaud
Yeah.
all the gays,
Yeah.
the LGBT community, because I know that shit is not easy. Because we all judge, even
Yeah,
though we ain't
that's
got the
true.
place to do so, but we all do it. So yeah, y'all let me know in the comments, like if you have gay kids, if they did have like a baby, like how, I just want to know how all that operates, because I do want to be a grandparent. I'm not gonna lie, I do want my legacy, my bloodline to still continue, because I don't have like a son. She's my shim. That's what I call her.
Maybe we need to get my niece on the show because she go with a girl and that girl got like 4 babies and she constantly having kids and they together. So that's kind of,
Yeah,
they go
like
together, but she have 4 different babies by 4 different guys.
so she kind of, bitch, you not gay, you
And
confused. Or you like both. Just say
she
like
like
you're
both. I think she
bi.
like both, but I
She
don't
might, she probably just like me. Like I want to be in a poly. I do. But you know, that's me. That's probably what she probably need to be in. Is a damn poly, because you steady popping out babies.
Yeah,
Clearly you like dick. The real one.
she like both. She like both.
Shit. Hell going on. All right, y'all. Well, yeah, that's my confession. I'm worried about not being a grandparent, and I kind of really wanted to be one. So, all right, so we're going to close out the show, and we know I always close out with the word of the day, and I got to pull this up because I got to make sure I pronunciate this the correct way, because what? Now, where the hell it go? I had it. Black folks. Oh, here we go. Let's see. The word of the day. Terraqueous. Terraqueous. Let's see. Terraqueous. Terraqueous. And that means consisting or formed of land and water. It's an adjective and it's Latin, okay? And I'm finna use it in a sentence. Let's say it again. Terraqueous. 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 She tried to step very carefully while navigating the terraqueous path.
Okay.
Word of the day. What is it?
Terraqueous.
There we go. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of That Damn K. We're going to give a round of applause to our very special co-host. Reminding people again about what's going on with PAP, the Mother's Day.
Parents Against Predators brunch at Bombshell on May 11th. You can find me on Parents Against Predators on Facebook.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time.